A lot of our customers and dealers ask, what is each tool for and what are the different sizes about? Well, here I'm going to give you a product knowledge in this video on every single product on this display wall. The products I'm going to go over with you today is the main range that we sell. Angle heads. We have 4 different sizes. All of them come with wheels. You have the option to take the wheels off or leave them on. I prefer having the wheels on, they run a lot smoother. The 3-inch is the must-have for every end user. This is the one you're going to flush with after you're done taping. The 3.5 is if you want to do a larger fill. 2.5 is for smaller and 2 inches for smallest. It's all based on preference, what kind of finish you want. Corner box, there's 2 sizes of corner box. On this display we only have the 8-inch because it's our most popular, but there is a 7-inch and an 8-inch. The corner box is used for your second coat of angle head. Use it with a handle to run the mud through your angle head onto the wall. The only difference between a 7-inch and an 8-inch is the capacity. So if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, you'd go with the 7-inch. If you can handle the size of the 8-inch, then you go with the 8-inch. Next we have the 2 and 3-inch nail spotter. These are the 2 sizes we have. You can run these either with a skid plate or wheels. The wheel kits are sold on the parts display. The nail spotter's purpose is to spot your screws automatically on the wall. The system for nail spotters is you would start with a 2-inch for your first coat, you'd finish with a 3-inch for your second coat. Corner roller. Your corner roller is used after your automatic taper. It's used to embed the tape into the corner before you run your angle head. It is essential to run your angle head properly to run the corner roller first. It does the embedding of the tape and allows the angle head to do the flushing. The corner cobra is essential to any finisher that uses structural laminate beads. Not only does it set the beads into the corner for you, it flushes the mud out at the same time, so all you have to do is wipe down the bead afterwards with a knife. The automatic taper, it's the first tool you use on every single job. It simultaneously applies the mud and the tape to the wall to cover your exposed joints. Flat boxes. They are used to finish your flats after the flats have been taped. You fill your flat box with mud. When it's on a handle, you push the door in, the mud comes out and gets finished by the blade on here. Finishes like a trowel, but it gives the exact amount of mud that you need so you can eliminate sanding. There's a dial on each box which controls the amount of mud flow that you have. For a first coat, you would use a 1 or a 2. For a finish coat, you'd use a 4 or a 5 because you want a nice tight skim. There are 2 different types. You have your regular flat boxes, which we have 6 of, and you have your Fat Boy flat boxes, which we have 3 of. The Fat Boy flat box holds 35 to 40% more mud than a regular flat box. That's the difference between them and regular. The difference between all the sizes, your 3 industry standard sizes are 8, 10, 12. You do your first coat with an 8-inch, second coat with a 10-inch, and your skim coat with a 12-inch. We've also come in with a 5.5-inch box. It's very good for finishing your outside corner beads in tight spaces and finishing your nail spots for a 3rd coat. The other box we've come out with is a 14-inch flat box. A lot of people are using this for their final skim coat after their 12-inch box instead of going by hand. It's also very good for doing butt joints and smooth wall ceilings. There's also the Closet Monster handle. There's a brake on here, which is a wing nut, so you can set where you want your brake to stop. A fixed setting, or you can have it a little bit looser so that it can adjust when on the wall. And on the back end, you have an angle head ball, so you can run an angle head or flusher. And if you take the ball out, you can insert a nail spotter, corner roller, or a corner box onto here. So this truly is an all-in-one handle. It's very good for tight spaces, scaffolding, and a lot of people are just using it as their everyday handle. We have 2 styles of mud pumps. We have your standard mud pump and your tall boy mud pump. Standard mud pump is the one that fits in a standard bucket. The tall boy mud pump is meant for any size bucket, from a 45-gallon bucket all the way down to a standard 5-gallon bucket. It has a bracket which will adjust to any height that you want to use. It's also very nice. You don't have to bend over when pumping, so it's a lot easier on your back and knees. Each one has its own gooseneck. You have your tall boy gooseneck and your standard gooseneck, and each one has its own box filler. You have a tall boy box filler and a standard box filler. The pumps are meant to fill all of the tools in the range. Box filler is used for corner box, nail spotters, and flat boxes. and the gooseneck is used for the automatic taper. At the bottom of the display here, we have the maintenance kits required for all of these tools. On the back of each maintenance kit is a QR code, which brings you to a video on how to install it. Thank you for watching this Columbia Product Knowledge video. Hopefully you know more now than you did before watching it. For more information on each tool, please visit columbiatools.com. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact us.